Hey guys, it's Jordan. So today I'm kind of going to talk about how my friends and my school and other people found out about my channel. So basically, when I first started my channel, I was in 8th grade. I was 13 years old. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably know that position because when you first start a channel, you're just like throwing yourself out there and you're like, I'm kind of embarrassed about this, but I kind of still want to do it. And I told like my 5 closest friends. Like, that was basically it. I know a lot of you guys are kind of worried about telling your parents about your YouTube channel, but honestly, like, it depends on how your parents are, but mine were like perfectly fine with it. I just straight up asked them to start my YouTube channel. They didn't think that I would eventually get to this point. I mean, I didn't think I would ever get to this point. And so that's how I started my channel, and no one knew about it. I was like really kind of secretive about it at school. If I were to talk to my friends about my channel, I wouldn't want like anyone else to know. I would just be like kind of talking to them, and then if someone walks by, you know, I'd kind of stop the conversation, and then like, and if they ever say anything too loud, I would just be kind of like, take it down a little bit, so no one would ever know about my channel, right? By the end of 8th grade, I think I had about maybe 500 to 1,000 subscribers, somewhere around there. And then I think it was that summer that my channel just kind of grew the most. That was when I gained a ton of subscribers, and it just kind of shot up. And I was just so afraid that when I first started my freshman year of high school, that everyone from my high school would know, and they would be like making fun of me or something, or they would, I don't really know what I was afraid of, but I was afraid that everyone would have known and found out about my channel over the summer. Don't really know why, but that's what I was afraid of. I think like 2 people found out about my channel over the summer, but it wasn't really that big of a deal at all. And I just still kind of stayed under the radar that whole like freshman year. No one still knew about it, and I had this fear, like my greatest fear. I don't know if any of you YouTubers out there ever have this fear too. My teachers sometimes show like YouTube videos in class, like about the topic or whatever, and I was so scared that my video would just pop up along like the side, because you can see the side bars, you know what I'm talking about, where they have all the like suggested videos, and then someone would like recognize me, and then the teacher would be like, hey, who's that, and click it, and then my whole entire class would be watching my video. But honestly, that never happened, not even close to happened. Maybe a few more people found out that year. Then after that year, my channel kind of grew a little bit more over the summer. I got back to school, and I wasn't really afraid of anyone finding out because the last year was fine. I was just like, alright, back to school. So my school has different academies that you can apply to, and I applied to one of the academies. On one of the applications, I talked about my YouTube channel because I thought it would help me get into the academy a little bit more. So I got into the academy. But I only thought that the people who read the applications were going to be like the administrative people or whatever who put the people into the academies. I didn't know that the teachers also got to read all the applications as well. So on literally the second day of school, my teacher was to the entire class said, so who's that girl that has 60,000 subscribers on YouTube? I think that's how many I had then when I entered the application. And I like raised my hand like, okay, that's me. And it was kind of cool to see people's reactions to my channel because I hadn't really told anyone, and they're just like surprised, and they thought it was like really cool and that I had like a lot of subscribers, and I thought that that was like kind of impressive. So that was basically the beginning of like my entire school finding out my channel. So after that, kind of more and more people started finding out about my channel from some of my closer friends. Like I would find out that other people that I hardly even know were talking about my channel, and sometimes like random people that I don't really ever talk to anymore just like ask me or like come up to me and start asking me about my channel. For me, it was kind of like weird. Basically, I had like 2 worlds. I had like school and social, and then I had my YouTube, and they didn't mix. And then all of a sudden, like, everything's like kind of mixing together, and it was like kind of like weird for me. Even though I know I shouldn't really be embarrassed of this, I like almost was more like shy than embarrassed. But it was like, I'm proud of my channel, but I'm still just kind of like shy of like what people will think about it. And I know you guys probably have questions about how people will react, and honestly, no one made fun of me or anything like that. I haven't gotten one like bad comment that someone said to me in person. So after a ton of people already found out, they're really nice to me about my channel. They kind of like come up to me and be like, hey, I saw your video yesterday, it's pretty cool, I liked it. Or hey, I want to win that giveaway, or whatever, things like that. And so that's pretty cool. But then after that, in that same academy class, we had to do a speech about anything. The topic could be about anything we wanted. I decided to kind of get over my fear of like being shy about my channel and just do my entire speech on my channel. So that was kind of like nerve-wracking for me. So I made a PowerPoint about it, and it was like a 10-minute speech, and I was like so nervous beforehand to talk about it to my whole class. Even though my whole class already knew, it just was kind of like weird to like, I don't know how to explain it, like revealing myself to everyone as like HowToByJordan. I mean, comment down below if you have any idea what I'm talking about, because I feel like I'm like going crazy because no one else has this feeling, but I'm sure other YouTubers do. Okay, I'm just gonna like finish my story. Okay, anyways, so I basically talked about my entire channel. I talked about like how I started it. I showed my class videos. Like, do you know how embarrassing that was? I showed my class one of my first videos and then like my newest channel intro. I could only get through like 10 seconds of the first video before I was like, okay, that's enough, because my like first videos are just like, I want to like cry every time I look at them. Like, they're so bad. I don't like people watching them, but of course they're still up on YouTube. Like, okay, good thinking there. And I like talked about my channel, talked about ads, talked about getting paid, a ton of stuff. And people seemed really interested in it. I was like so scared to do my speech on that, but I'm really glad that I did, because I just kind of like said like, alright, I'm okay with this, like I'm okay with everyone knowing, and it was just kind of like, it was like nice to be able to do that. And actually recently we switched classes, and you know how like in the beginning of class you have to like get to know each other and do like get to know each other activities or whatever. So we had to write down like 3 facts about ourselves, and I didn't put any facts about my YouTube channel. I just was kind of like, I don't know, keeping it all pretty general for some reason. I don't know, I just didn't feel like going into that day in my class. Anyway, when my teacher read it, he also like tries to get to know you, and he like asks you questions, and it was like in front of the whole class, and he asked like what kind of things I like to do, and I said, oh, I like to film and edit videos, and that's kind of cool. And then he was like, of course. He was like, oh, is it for your YouTube channel? And I was like, yep. And he didn't know about my YouTube channel, but he did after that. Yeah, so he was kind of talking about that, and he's like, oh, what kind of videos do you post? And then another girl who was also in my academy class, she said, oh yeah, she has like 100,000 subscribers, and she did a whole presentation on it and all this stuff. And he's like, wait, you have how many subscribers? This is my AP World History class, by the way, like the most random class anyways. He asked me my channel name, and then he wrote the channel name on the board. I'm just like, okay. And then today, actually, we just came back from a 4-day weekend, and he was like, hey, I searched up your channel and I subscribed, and you have like a lot of views and everything. And I was like, yep. So shout out to Mr. Holdren. So a lot of my school found out about my channel, and I'm like totally fine with it now. If this happened like a year ago, I would just like be like, no, I don't want anyone to find out. But now I'm like open to it, and like people are asking me questions about it. So for you guys who are like afraid of like people finding out about your channel, honestly, don't be. Like, there's nothing to worry about. Like, I was so scared, but like everyone is honestly so nice. And like if you're taking YouTube seriously, then you have nothing to worry about. It's so much of a bigger deal for like yourself than for everyone else. Like, think about if one of your classmates like just posted a video or posted something on their social media and said, hey, I have a channel, you guys should all check it out and subscribe. Like, wouldn't you think that'd be kind of cool? Because if you like show you're embarrassed or show your insecurities, which I know I'm not completely comfortable with it at my school yet, but like I'm definitely getting more and more comfortable with it. But like the more you show you're like comfortable with people finding out and that you don't care if people like know, then no one will make fun of you, because they're just like, hey, she's comfortable with it, there's nothing else you can do to make fun of her. And also, like, don't be afraid to tell your classmates, because like think of how many subscribers you're gonna get from that, right? Just like think logically, like that's so cool, you're gonna get 10 subscribers. And I think it's totally up to you when you want to share this information with people. Like I personally wouldn't do it like after I posted one video. If you can just let it happen naturally, kind of like what I did, or you can like even post something on social media, which is kind of cool. And if you do that, I would wait till you have like at least like 1,000 subscribers or something that shows that like you're serious in it. So sorry if this video was super long, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it helped you out, because I definitely kind of struggled with like figuring out when to tell people about my channel and everything, but I'm really glad that it happened the way it did. That's basically the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.